Hi, I'm Dempsey Pillot, and this week I'm reviewing Velvet Buzzsaw was directed by Dan Gilroy and features an ensemble cast consisting of Jake Gyllenhaal, Rene Russo, Toni Collette, and John Malkovich, just to name a few. Now, this film revolves around a group of elites that face the wrath of a mysterious unknown artist whose paintings are stolen and shared with the whole world against his will after he dies. Going into this film, I was really excited. Not only had the trailer sold me on it already, but after it premiered at Sundance last week, it was getting a lot of buzz. In fact, a lot of people were comparing it to the Final Destination films, and I mean, if you don't know, the Final Destination franchise is one of my favorite horror franchises, so yeah, I was really stoked for this film. But, man, was I disappointed. Oh, damn it. Alright, I should probably preface that by saying, this isn't Netflix's worst movie. Trust me, okay? Netflix has done a lot worse. For me, this film was just way too pretentious. I mean, it is a horror film and all, but being that it's set in the world of art, it has a lot to say about what makes something art or what makes somebody an artist, and its commentary is just too in your face at times, and I guess that's what I really didn't like about it. Another thing that I didn't really like about this film was the fact that it spends way too much time setting up its premise. There's so much happening in the very beginning of this film, and there are so many characters we have to follow, and we're given so much information about them when, in reality, none of it matters. Like, seriously, none of it matters. And not only that, like, this is a horror film, and it takes about 45 minutes for the first death to occur. And that is almost about halfway through the film. And even after the first death occurs, the bodies still pile up very slowly. Okay? I mean, if I had to give this film props for one thing, it's the ways in which the characters die in this film are very creative. Very creative, I will say that. But overall, it's just a very boring horror film. Now, there were other things that I did like about this film, particularly and probably most obviously, Jake Gyllenhaal, and that's because he just proves to continuously be good in everything. And this film, like I said, is no different. He really sinks his teeth into the role of Morph Vanderwalt, who is a very sassy art critic, and that sass, without spoiling too much, comes back to bite him in the you-know-what. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Another thing that I really liked about this film was the direction. Dan Gilroy is a really good director. He gives us a lot of entertaining sequences and shots to mull over, and I don't know, I really like the style in which this film is told, but unfortunately, it's just not enough. This film just leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, I'm still not even sure what a Velvet Buzzsaw is, and Velvet Buzzsaw is probably one of the most badass titles for a film that I've ever heard in my life. And yeah, while its meaning is kind of explained in the film, I'm still not sure how it relates to everything else. One thing I am sure of, though, is that opinions are important. I mean, good or bad, opinions connect us to people, to our passions, to our desires. It's an interesting theme to explore, however, personally, I wish it was coming from something a little better. And for that, I'm going to give this film 2 stars.
Something truly goddamn strange is going on!
Guys, thanks so much for watching. As always, if you like this video, hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed, I would ask that you please subscribe. I post new videos weekly, and I've got tons of new stuff coming out, so make sure you stay tuned. Now, as always, if you want to follow me for updates, I'll post the links in the description box below to all my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, you know, all that good stuff. And if you've seen the film yourself and you have some interesting thoughts or theories, feel free to comment below in the comments section. I'd love to reply to any and all of you. Honestly, engaging is probably one of my favorite things to do on this platform. But yeah, guys, thanks again so much for taking the time out of your day to view these videos. It really does mean the world to me. And I also really like making these videos for you. So I should probably get back to work. Until next time, I'm Dempsey Pillot. Take care.